Yo guys, and welcome to a new video. In today's video I've got a very special one lined up for you guys. I'm at a fishing park here in Phuket in Thailand, but this isn't any old fishing park. It's not got native species. Well, it has, but not too many, as most of the species are from the Amazon rainforest. Yep, they've imported arapaima, they've imported large catfish, but they do have native Asian carp, which can get quite big, and I've heard are one of the more common fish to catch here. But yeah, I'm really excited for today. I've got the fishing lake all to myself from around 8 o'clock in the morning to around 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's a lot of fishing, and hopefully we can catch an arapaima. That's my target species, but they are the rarest fish to catch in this lake. So catching one would be like genuinely a bonus, but I know I'm gonna catch something here as the lake is absolutely stocked with fish. And if you don't catch, you don't have to pay either. We are approaching the fishing park. This isn't in the middle of nowhere, but it seems like it. But in reality, about 5 minutes over there is the main town of Phuket. It's actually mad to think that I've got this all to myself. So I'm basically the only person fishing today. And I did have to rent out the whole beat, which costs more than it would usually for one person. But I think it's gonna be well worth it. And I'll get a refund if I don't catch. So I've got a lot of confidence in catching. This is the lake. Looks absolutely beautiful. This is nowhere near as big as I thought it would be though, which gives me even more hope because it means big fish in a small area, big fish in a little pond. So just to show you what is in this lake: alligator gar, Asian carp, giant arapaima. There's an entire collection of basically all the fish in this lake. So even though it is 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm on holiday, I'm having a beer. With this setting, I needed a beer. And I haven't drunk much this holiday anyway, so I thought this was a great time, a great excuse to start drinking early. Anyway, I'm waiting for the guy to come, and yeah, we should get to it. Oh, just saw some massive fish over here. Let me try and film them. See those ripples in the water? Those were definitely some sort of big fish. But yeah, ripples keep coming up. That's given me a lot of confidence, especially on the float. In Thailand, the main shop that everybody goes to is 7-Eleven, and between the hours of 12 o'clock and 11 in the morning, you cannot get any alcohol, and the same applies between, I think, past 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So the only other option is basically getting beers and cocktails in bars and restaurants. So it's amazing to think that a fishing park like this has a bar where throughout the day, because I'm here a long time, I can just get food and drink, and it's all relatively cheap. I don't know if you can see this, but there is a huge catfish, just chilling under there. That is a big fish. So I've just got onto the beat. We've got an ashtray, we've got free Wi-Fi, we've got a menu. Insane hospitality. It's exactly like the carp sensors we use in the UK, but much bigger nets. I just saw an arapaima just over there. Massive rise, and I can see its mouth. It's like an armored mouth. It's so cool. Oh, that's his bubbles again. Look at the size of that bait ball. That's no small bait. It's probably the biggest bait I've ever used for freshwater fishing. My guide today was Beer, and when I say this man can cast, he can cast so accurately, I don't think I've ever seen a fisherman cast as well as this. And for the first hour, there was basically nothing, but after about 2 hours, we hooked in. The first catch of the day was a redtail catfish, and this was a good fish to first land as they're one of the most common and smallest. Within about 10 minutes of landing this fish, we hooked into a slightly larger redtail. Feels like a bigger fish. This is a bigger fish. Yeah, this is a bigger one. I was extremely happy to have caught a slightly larger catfish, and an interesting fact about these fish is that they shed their skin like snakes. That's an amazing fish. Making that grunting sound. This redtail was only about 5 kg heavier than the last, but the difference being that this one fought for about 5 minutes and the previous one only about a minute. Let's release him. What a beautiful fish. Do the big one. One absolutely stunning fish. This is a redtail catfish from the Amazon, so this isn't a native one, but yeah, making sure it's gonna get back okay with the oxygen pump in the net there. But yeah, what a beautiful fish. Don't know if you can see it, but that monster is just tucked away under that branch, chilling. The Monster Fishing Park in Phuket had some of the best service with the best curry I've tried while I'm here, and amazing beers. After waiting a couple more hours, the sinker line went off, and it went off hard. This was the hardest fighting freshwater fish I have ever fought, and it didn't even come close. This was a very, very strong fish, and I knew it was not going to be a quick battle. The fish was fighting unbelievably hard, and I could tell by the way it was fighting that it was not a redtail. It was giving extremely vigorous head shakes, and what was about to happen would make the fishing harder but even more enjoyable. Sideways, sideways. Yeah, thank you. Oh, it's took off again. It's okay. Come on. Mày chửi mừng là tangan này. Oh yeah, sure. One, two, three, go. Hey, hey. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's a big fish.
Ở dưới này mình kèn chiên ơi. Ở dưới vô hai này nha.
I had just caught a bucket list fish. This was a Mekong catfish that is actually native to this country, and they can get even bigger than this. They are officially recognized as the largest freshwater fish in the world. Just after catching the Mekong, about 10 minutes later, the rods went again.
ไปเร็วไปเร็วไม่อยู่นี่อยู่ตรงนี้
Wait, say the name of this, please. What's the name?
Pangha.
It's worth noting that this is a different species to the Mekong, and it's called a pangha. And straight after catching this guy, I hooked into a redtail catfish once again. Probably my biggest one so far, I think. In the middle of eating my curry, just caught this absolute monster. About 15 kilograms. This is a fat one. the other ones in there as well. The other two are in there actually. First one. Beautiful catfish. Catfish, right? Yeah.
Panga.
Panga.
Yes.
He didn't like me. Alright, should we go him foot next?
Yeah.
Got the redtail catfish from the Amazon. Okay, where's the big boy? Fish.
Beautiful fish.
Beautiful fish.
Yes.
Back he goes.
Back.
Get caught by someone
Go.
else.
Rest. Go. Bye.
Come on, man. Come on, bro.
You okay?
Go on. Okay, so it's about 6 o'clock in the afternoon and I had a better day than I expected. My sliders are squeaking so much because they got extremely wet in that monsoon that I just faced. But that made the fishing way more fun. What a day. I think I caught about 6 fish today. Obviously with the assistance of Beer, who was the guy helping me. He was an absolute legend. And I'm probably gonna book again. So I'll probably have a second video coming out on this exact same kind of thing. Hopefully a new species though. And yeah, that'll be uploaded soon. If you are in Phuket, that is definitely the place to go if you're into fishing, especially freshwater fishing. And if you're a carp fisherman in the UK, that's the best place to go, man. They say that they get English people there all the time because they love their carp fishing, and that is just a more extreme version of that with more species, which is way more fun, obviously. So why wouldn't you do it if you are into fishing?